Republican Congress members, senators, Trump cabinet members, they're all getting ruthlessly booed. Those who are trying to avoid town halls, they're getting booed at their public appearances. Those who are holding town halls getting ruthlessly booed and mocked at their town halls. The MAGA Republican cabinet members of Donald Trump walking in D.C., they're getting booed. People are screaming, shame, shame, shame. And boy, do these people deserve it. Let's take a look right here. You have Senator Susan Collins of Maine. Shame, shame, shame. She shows up at a ribbon cutting because she's been avoiding all of these town halls. She did not expect to be met with this, but she should have, because you screwed your state, you screwed the country. But aren't you so concerned, Susan Collins? Here, play this clip. And here is another angle of her getting ruthlessly booed. She's getting drowned out by boos. Here, play this clip. You've got MAGA Republican Congresswoman Ashley Hinson. She hasn't held a public town hall since May, but she did have time for a fundraiser. Protesters were out there letting her know what they felt about her. She's over in Iowa's 2nd Congressional District. Play this clip.
And outside of Hawkeye Downs, protesters lined the streets saying they want the Congresswoman to prioritize free public town halls over pay-to-enter gatherings.
She refuses to make herself available here, including in her office, despite many demands for a town hall. But she was able to hold a fundraiser for $40 a ticket. I'm not paying to see my representative.
Ashley Hinson's last public town halls in her district were on May 28th.
Checking back in on Susan Collins. How concerned are you, Susan? Here, play this clip.
How can they celebrate? How can anyone celebrate? How can anyone celebrate?
All right, let's take a look at MAGA Republican Congress member Josh Brecheen. He's the Congress member from Oklahoma's 2nd Congressional District. He held a town hall, and just watch as he insults the town hall attendee after he was confronted about his vote to cut Medicaid and Medicare. First, Brecheen denies that there were any cuts and then claims his constituents doesn't have the facts to back up his claim, to which his constituents said, "You might want to read your bill, sir." Here, play this clip.
I grew up on a farm just over the county lines. I'm sure you grew up down Ada. I want to clarify a few points. You can check this on congress.gov. The text of the One Big Beautiful Bill. It cuts Medicare by over $50 billion, including over $30 billion.
It doesn't touch Medicare.
I think you might want to reread the bill.
Sir, I've been involved in the process. I've been on the budget committee. It doesn't touch Medicare.
It also
Are you meaning Medicaid?
I'm also meaning, well, it cuts Medicaid as well. Largely cuts Medicaid, including over $2 billion for the state of Oklahoma. You have put my hospital at risk, sir. I'm reading my how easy it is to get hurt on the job. I'm sure you do too. Why should, when we can read this and we can read the text of the bill on congress.gov, why should we believe what's in this?
Because what you're saying is not true. You don't have any facts to back up what you just said.
I read the bill.
You don't have facts to back up what you just said, I'm sorry. You just don't. And this is a problem. People will make statements and they don't have facts to back it up.
And Congressmember Burkeen held multiple town halls over the past 48 hours. Here was another one that he held in Pryor, Oklahoma. And here a constituent asks him, can you please explain to us, number one, what does Donald Trump mean when he says he's reducing healthcare costs by 1,400%? How is that possible? And also, prices are not going down. Y'all promised you were going to bring prices down. Can you explain what's happening? To which Congressmember Burkeen says, ma'am, you don't know what you're talking about, ma'am. Federal government has nothing to do over that. You best gotta read your Constitution and the enumerated powers, ma'am. You see, ma'am, this is a state's issue, not a federal issue. Dude, what are you talking about? Have you ever heard of the interstate commerce clause? Have you ever heard about the fact that Congress has the ability to or is solely responsible for tariffs? Y'all are the reason screwing it up. Oh, but Congress, the president, nothing to do with it. It's the state's fault. That's why the prices are going up, and that's why Donald Trump's saying 1,400%. The hell are these people talking about? Play this clip.
Well, no, I had a couple of related questions. One is I've heard President Trump say more than once that he has lowered drug prices by 1,500%. I'm not sure how that works. And the other is, can you tell me what specific bills we've passed or worked on that would lower grocery prices?
Yeah. Well, ma'am, you're talking about things relative to state level. And so you're mixing federal and state in terms of if you look at what the 18 enumerated powers say, the 18 enumerated powers that every member of Congress holds up their hand and swears an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution. And most people who run for Congress don't know those 18 enumerated powers. And they don't know the 10th Amendment that says the power is not delegated to the United States by the Constitution nor prohibited by it to the states or reserved to the states or their people respectively. And so what I'm saying to you is Oklahoma, if you want to have that conversation about grocery taxes, they've been having that conversation. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, but relative to constitutional authority and the way that I have my staff analyze things, what we're allowed to do, okay, what we're allowed to do is it has to be under the framework. We are given tax status, but tell me the federal tax right now on groceries. So what I'm saying is state. You're talking about state. Who's next?
And then Congressmember Burkeen just took a trip to Israel. AIPAC has paid this guy over $35,000. And he goes, look, I got to do it because of my biblical support of Israel. Genesis 12 and 17. That's why I do it. That's why I do it, everybody. Where does it mention in the Bible? Where does the Bible mention Benjamin Netanyahu committing atrocities in Gaza? That's in Genesis 12 and 17. Here, play this clip.
My name is Amanda Dev. This is a little complicated subject. All right. So lobbying, you get paid by AIPAC $35,000.
I did not get paid by AIPAC $35,000.
That's what they have it on your Facebook.
So can I explain to you
on the
what
thing? Okay, let me I'm going to finish. I'm going to finish, and then you correct me. Okay.
You made a statement, and let me correct it. Okay. AIPAC is an organization that supports Israel. Before I ran for Congress, because of my biblical beliefs, I support Israel. I believe in Genesis 12 and Genesis 17. I believe that there is something very special biblically about the covenant with the land of Israel.
It's not in the Bible. It's not in the Bible.
Let me finish. It doesn't mean I give Israel a pass to do whatever they want to, but I have a biblical belief.
Can I finish?
If there's a surefire way to wake up feeling fresh after drinks with friends, it's with pre-alcohol. ZBiotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic Drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Now here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's a buildup of this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for rough days after drinking. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Just remember to make pre-alcohol your first drink of the night, drink responsibly, and you'll feel your best tomorrow. Now, every time I have pre-alcohol before drinks, I notice a difference the next day. Even after a night out, I can confidently plan on having a great next day without worrying. Look, I won't lie, I was definitely a bit on the fence about pre-alcohol initially, But while hanging out with some friends this summer at a bar, I gave it a shot, and believe me, it's the real deal. I drank Z-Biotics before my first espresso martini, and you wouldn't believe how on top of my game I felt the very next morning. The final days of summer are here for you to enjoy. Whether you're heading to the beach, camping in the woods, or squeezing in one last vacation road trip, don't forget to bring Z-Biotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink. Drink a pre-alcohol before drinking and enjoy every day of summer to the fullest. Go to zbiotics.com/Meidas to learn more and get 15% off your first order when you use Meidas at checkout. Z-Biotics is backed with a 100% money-back guarantee, so if you're unsatisfied for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/Meidas and use the code Meidas at checkout for 15% off.
And then, you can really see what a sicko this guy, Congressmember Brecheen is. He's like, but let me tell you what's really going on here. You got Sharia law. Sharia law. They're trying to do Sharia in America today. They're trying to reestablish the Ottoman Empire in the United States. And so God has told me we best stop the Ottoman Empire and all of this Sharia. Okay, what are these people talking about? Like, what the hell is wrong with these people? Here, play this clip.
We've got Sharia law trying to be set up in America today. Absolutely we do. You have Sharia law trying to be established in America today. The Muslim Brotherhood is the ideology, and you've got a Turkey president. Guys, we're not going to turn into chaos. We've been really good to each other today. Turkey has a president who has made statements relative to reestablishing the Ottoman Empire.
Then a constituent goes to Congressmember Brecheen. Before you even came to this meeting, you went to Israel. Okay, which is fine. But have you visited Canada? Have you visited the United Kingdom? You just go to Israel? Here, play this clip.
Can I finish? Okay. So you guys, whatever AIPAC pay for congressmen. Okay, now, last month, before you even come into this meeting, you went to Israel.
I did go to Israel.
There is no other country allowed to take 40 member or 30 member of Congress, American Congress, to a different country. You didn't go to Britain. Did you go to Canada? These are our allies too. Did you go to? I don't want you to go to Lebanon. I'm Lebanese. I don't want you to go to Lebanon. I don't want you to pay Lebanon.
How about Syria?
Well, but don't go to Syria.
That's what I've been working on for 2 weeks. Do you know about the genocide that's happening in Suwaida?
I know. I follow up with it. I completely. I can discuss that with you all day.
Now, this follows a series of town halls. We've covered Mike Flood's town hall in Lincoln, Nebraska. Here, play this clip.
My question is fiscal. With 450 million FEMA dollars being reallocated to open Alligator Alcatraz and 600 million taxpayer FEMA dollars being used to now open more concentration camps and ICE burning through $8.4 million a day to illegally detain people, how much does it cost for fascism? How much do the taxpayers have to pay for a fascist country?
Congresswoman Hageman of Wyoming's town hall. Play this clip.
My question to you was, how do you feel personally of stripping Americans of those foundational tools of mail-in ballots?
Tools?
Mail-in ballots.
Mail-in ballots are not foundational tools.
No. You just said we have to protect it, but it's not foundational.
You're fully capable of exercising your right to vote without a mail-in ballot. You are absolutely fully capable of exercising your right to vote without a ballot.
MAGA Republican Congressmember LaMalfa in California. Play this clip.
We know what you've done, we vote, and we will hold you accountable. Anybody that voted for the big bullshit bill,
watch your language, please. It's a public event. Put that finger down. That's really good, sure. Get it on that thing. Not cuts for Medicaid/Medicare. This bill is not going to be the be-all, end-all on the whole Medicaid question. This had a portion that had to do with the fiscal under the budget reconciliation rules. And so it's not the end of the discussion. People that really do need it and are eligible under the program, they're not being cut. And the hospital portion of it, no.
Elise Stefanik, she tried to avoid town halls, but like Susan Collins, she went to a ribbon-cutting ceremony for the naming of a government building. Stefanik thought that was safe territory for her. Sorry, Stefanik, not the case. Play this clip. Checking back in on Wyoming Congresswoman Harriet Hagman. She's the one who goes around Congress, the halls of the Capitol building, with a lasso. She got a lasso. Here, play this clip.
Who's responsible for establishing tariffs in our country?
Well, right now the president has taken that authority, but I imagine when we go back in September, we're going to be talking about that.
Why did he take that authority?
You're going to have to ask
You
him.
guys gave it to him. The House of Representatives are responsible for establishing tariffs. You gave that to him. The next thing I'd like to ask you,
That's exactly what's going to happen.
you look at the bigger picture. You're here to take
Tariffs have raised over $150 billion.
Who pays for it? Who pays for it? We pay for it.
Inflation has not gone up.
Inflation
has not gone up.
Well, reasons it hasn't gone up if you look at the...
Checking back in on Mike Flood, his recent town hall, MAGA Republican Congressmember Mike Flood from Lincoln, Nebraska. Play this clip.
It talks about two big changes to the Medicaid program. One of those changes is that if you are able to work and you are able-bodied, you have to work. If you choose not to work, you do not get free health care. You do not get free health care. Okay. So here's a question. Do you think that people who are 28 years old that can work and refuse to work should get free health care? I don't think that a majority of Nebraskans agree with you.
And here he comes, Pete Hegseth in D.C., one of the most loathsome and detestable humans. Pete Hegseth, let's play it.
Same.
Folks, the American people are pissed. We are pissed that Donald Trump has gutted our health care, that things are not affordable, that prices are going up while Donald Trump claims he solved inflation, which is not taking place. As I said before, health care being taken away, Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, all under attack. The world is less safe right now. Donald Trump is coddling and sucking up and bootlicking Vladimir Putin and attacking Ukraine. Donald Trump promised he would end the war in Ukraine in 24 hours. And now Trump says, LOL, JK, that was just a joke. And same thing with Gaza. Didn't really mean I was going to solve that. I was being sarcastic about all of those things. And then in Washington, D.C., you've got Donald Trump putting his face on buildings, like billboards of himself, like you see in North Korea. You have these cabinet meetings, which are like the most embarrassing things to watch, where all of these cabinet people are like, oh, Donald, you're so great. We love you, Donald. You're the smartest. You're the greatest president. Just like the weirdest stuff in the world. We've got ICE disappearing people off the street. We got all of that going on. We have concentration camps. We have Alligator Alcatraz. People are livid right now, and people are showing how they feel. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million subscribers. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to add the MeidasTouch podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts for new updates every single day.